What's up, everybody? It's your boy, ShottyTheBeam. And today we're doing the Gravity podcast with SHRAVYA kamaraju. Do you believe in gravity? Because I do. And introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm SHRAVYA kamaraju. I'm 18 years old. I live in Hillsborough, New Jersey. I go to Rutgers University and I'm majoring in biomedical engineering. I'm a singer-songwriter. I played piano for like 7 years, and then I just kind of did it like for fun. And I took singing lessons and was trained in Western classical music for 5 years. And then I just started doing it by myself, and I moved here from Ohio. I started getting into songwriting a couple of years ago, in like 2018. And quarantine really gave me a good period of time to really work on stuff. So yeah, I've been thriving since then, but it's really fun. It's really fun to do.
Yeah, that's tight. Hey, 18? I did not know you were 18. Did you like skip a grade or something?
No, I didn't. I'm just kind of young for my age. My birthday's in August, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Hey, but you are achieving a lot currently. Yeah, no, I've seen you
Thanks.
popping off TikTok and stuff, and that's yeah, exciting. So yeah, no, that's yeah. What do you think about TikTok? Like, you mess with it? You mess with it?
I really like it. When I started posting on TikTok, well, posting on TikTok was kind of the first time I ever had a platform. So I moved from Ohio my sophomore year of high school, and kind of being like the new kid, I wasn't super fond of like showing my music to everyone and like really pursuing that. So it took me a while to kind of like get out of my shell. And then even when TikTok was a thing, like when I started, when I joined the platform, TikTok was still kind of like a joke. So people were like, "Oh, is that like so cringy or whatever?" But I was like, "Yo, I could like use this for music and stuff." But I never really did it, so I just like posted like weird stuff. And then when quarantine came along, I was kind of like, "Oh, I'm not gonna see anyone." It was my senior year, so I just started posting stuff. I posted like a promo video for one of the songs I was working on, Lavender Kisses, and it just happened to like pop off. And that ended up being the song that like a lot of people really liked. And that's like my song that kind of like was like a big milestone in my music career, just because people finally were like, "Oh, I know who you are, I like your music," which is a big ego boost and made me realize that people really wanted to like hear what I had to say and like hearing my voice and like hearing like the thoughts behind my music and stuff. So it was really cool. So TikTok really did give me that platform. TikTok is one of those things where it's like a hit or miss. So you have to get really lucky when it comes to especially music, just because, well, I mean, every niche, right? It's like super hard to like get yourself out there. But overall, it does help widen your audience and you end up meeting a lot of cool people. So yeah, I do like it, but it can get frustrating at times.
Definitely, yeah. I don't know. Hey, but the music's fire though. I forgot to say
Yeah.
that. Yeah, the
Oh,
music.
thank you.
No, yes,
Me
yeah.
too.
I love your music. I think yeah, your voice is crazy, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and yeah, no, I'm glad to see like I don't know, just specifically seeing like brown people just make or
No,
like having success in the music industry is exciting to me at least because I don't know, representation
yeah, for
previously
real.
is just not been good. So it's like now that we're getting that finally, it makes me feel good about it. Yeah, no, like have faith, I guess, in like that. There's definitely good people that are doing good things for us. So
Yeah, definitely. It's awesome that you're doing this podcast too. I was watching some of the videos. It's so cool.
thank you. I don't know. I just feel like it's good to connect to people because
Yeah, of course.
especially during quarantine, it's tough. It's tough to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
converse and stuff. But yeah,
Mhm.
so you say you started music. When did you say you started music?
So like training or like songwriting?
Like train, like just playing music instrument or
Okay.
whatever.
So I'd always been into it, like when I was little, like I kind of just did it for fun, but then I actually started training when I was 8. I think that's when I started piano. And then I did that for a while. I like went through like the whole like there's this program, Royal Conservatory program, which is like classical piano. You take exams, you do all that examination stuff. And like I liked piano and I liked all that stuff, but it kind of ended up turning me away from music just because there was always an agenda. You know, like I had to like do this, this, and this to pass the exam, and it always became about the exam. So when I moved here, I kind of took that opportunity just to do stuff that I really liked, and now I teach it. So, I mean the knowledge that I gained from that is going somewhere. And then singing, I started actually taking classes when I was 10 or 11. And then I did that for a little bit. I was a part of, when I was in Cincinnati, Ohio, I was a part of the College Conservatory of Music, which is like Western classical stuff. So I did classical, operatic, Broadway, that kind of stuff. So yeah, very, like I derailed a lot from my training.
Jeez.
But my training definitely helped me like form the groundwork for my voice. And so it definitely helped a lot, but it wasn't something I was super interested in. So I kind of moved from that, but I also ended up teaching, so it all worked out.
Mm. No, that's actually really cool to hear that. I don't know. I think it's interesting. Like, yeah, you said you're 18. Like, what do you think about like these like just young people that are making it nowadays in the industry? Is it like
It's
something that
insane.
I know?
So it's insane. Like I think, well, again, like TikTok, I think is, or social media in general
Yeah,
has just
actually, yeah.
made it very easy for people to put themselves out there. Um, and now they're like online streaming services. It's so easy to just like pay like that monthly subscription and post stuff. Um, it can, like when I see, this is just me personally, but like when I see like people like Addison Rae and stuff like that, like end up making it big in terms of music because of like other platforms they have. Um, I think the one downside of it is it like allows people to have a platform when they don't put as much work into it, which can kind of be frustrating at times.
True.
But I mean, to each their own. Everyone has their own style of music, and um, like I applaud anyone that even takes the time to like write a song or do anything. But yeah, I think it's really cool, and at the same time it can sometimes be like, oh, why am I not there, like why am I not doing this or that? But
No, that's
everyone has their own agenda, and I think it's awesome that we have all those resources available to us.
no, that's yeah, no, that's factual. Because I don't know. I think yeah, I think like you were saying, how just anybody can get a platform and it's like really easy. It's honestly easy to get a platform. Like, and sometimes
Mhm.
people don't deserve it. It's like you have been training your whole entire life for this music shit, but people can make like a mid-ass beat and then it just blows up and now
Yeah.
they have more clout than someone that has been training their entire life for that. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. I can say that's frustrating, but it's
Yeah, it's frustrating, but then it's like it's still like cool to have all those resources. Like it's cool to know that like the platform is set for everyone. Like everyone has a fair chance, right? Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I think that kind of depends on like where you're at personally and like what you want to do in terms of like music, like all that stuff. But I mean, like at the end of the day, if you put in the work and are posting stuff and putting out music, like it'll eventually like pay off.
And definitely, I think, like with I would say like your style of music versus like people that just go viral like this. It's like long term. Like people will stay and stick with your music because you know you built like a loyal fan base over time, rather than just getting a viral video and then people like forgetting about you the next day. So
Yeah.
it's like yeah, you people will fuck with you for longer, which is I think the goal. People just
Yeah,
don't.
definitely. Oh my God. I still like um I think when like Lavender Kisses blew up, it was like kind of my first like eye-opening thing that wow, people like actually like my stuff. And like the fact that even one person is listening to your music, it's like it's so mind-blowing to think about that. Like like they are taking the time to listen to your words, your voices, your experiences, and like it's so cool. Like why would you do that? But it's like the fact that you have that loyal fan base that like reach out to you. Like I've had people like message me about stuff and like they'll be like, "Oh my God, your entire song was an experience. I like when I was listening to it, I thought of this, 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 and this." And they're like writing this whole movie that played out in their head. And like that's the coolest part because like I think the big reason why I got into like writing music was because how like music is just such a powerful thing. It's like it's another way to like again deliver stories. And so when I write music and I do all that stuff, there's a movie playing in my head. And I think that's with like every singer-songwriter, right? So you come up with like the music or you come up with the lyrics, something sticks, right? An idea sticks, and then you build something around that, like an entire story, an entire like atmosphere surrounding that song. And it's just so cool because every single song is just an experience that the listener can have. So the fact that someone's taking the time to appreciate that is dope as hell.
Most definitely, bro. Like when you're, you know that like when you're on Spotify, and you just see like one person is listening right now. Have you?
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
God, it's so cool. So
Yeah.
cool.
No, yeah. And like you were saying, like the power of the music. Like if you've ever tried to watch a movie without the sound on, it's like
Exactly. Like
it's not
movie
hit the
tracks,
same.
soundtracks, they are everything. Like
Yeah.
you don't really think about it because like there are visuals right there in front of you, but when it's just the music, like you have to paint the picture yourself. So it I will never get over how cool music is.
No, real, that's real shit. And I think especially I think with your classical background that makes a lot of sense because I think with classical like that because I don't know, I think when you with your experience, I'm sure you kind of like maybe have some sort of like disdain towards classical just because, you know, it was like more homework than it was music.
Yeah.
But like just looking from like out like I've never been classically trained or anything, but
Mhm.
I just think it's interesting because it's like that is pure, I think that's like the most pure form, like just like a piano ballad or like a
No,
piano.
definitely. I still appreciate the music. I just I guess stray away from it because of like the whole exam stuff. Like if I wasn't in that, I love classical music. I think every like there's a mood for every single type of music that you listen to. So I think I'm super appreciative of classical ballads and all that kind of stuff. So I really do like the music. I've never steered away from that. But
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I don't know. Because I think I remember when I was like, I had friends that I like lived by, and they would like their parents would like force them to do music, and I was
Mhm.
like, haha, that's your problem, not me. I'm not gonna do something like that. But now it's like ironic because now I am making music, and I kind of
Yeah.
wish, I just wish that my parents were more for. I don't know. It's like weird to think about, but it's like I wish just because
I know what you mean.
now it would benefit me and I would just be more skilled. But it is what it is. Like I don't know. I think I like the grind now. There's a beauty in the struggle, you know. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I'm kind of I'm jealous because I haven't had that moment of like damn like that. I don't know. Like people are really messing with my shit. Like and I'm
Um,
excited to get that moment though. Like that's
It
gonna be really cool.
it's the most heartwarming moment ever. Like it's so cool. And like again, even having one person listen to it, right? Like it's just cool because like even if it's just your friends are taking the time to do it. Like they're supporting you, they're supporting your ventures and doing music. And I think that's awesome. And definitely like from hearing your stuff, you're definitely gonna pop off. I know you will. Like I love your stuff. It's such a vibe. I love it. Especially
Thank you,
with
bro.
no training and all that stuff. Like your production and everything is great. I need to work on my production.
Hey, yeah,
I'm
we can work
taking
on it, bro. We can work
yeah, no, for real. I'm taking like an online class to learn more about production and stuff. Just because I want to get better at that.
Yeah. No,
But
that's
yeah,
definitely.
like the fact that you haven't oh go ahead.
Oh no, thank you. Thank you for the compliments. But I just think well, production period is so important because I mean, I would
Mhm.
I don't like to categorize people, but I would say you have like a bedroom pop style as in you're just independent, you know?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like in especially just like I would say like 75% of artists right now that are just yeah, that are making music are just bedroom pop because everyone's in their bedroom trying to make music. So
Yeah.
and it's like I don't know, knowing and understanding production just with music period. Like you know how to play piano nice, I'm sure. So it's like
Mhm.
now just transferring that to like production, bro. Like you can make a whole orchestra with just a piano. Like that
Yeah.
shit is crazy.
No, it's so cool. Like when I got like the MIDI keyboard thing, it was life changing.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Um,
sir.
yeah, I got over there. But yeah, that's dope. It's so cool. Like you can like plug it like all the plugins and stuff. I still have to figure out how to use all that shit. But oh sorry.
No, you're good. You're
But
good. You're good. You're good.
okay, okay. Um, but yeah, it's so cool. Production is so cool. Like the whole process and everything.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's yeah. Once you understand as well though, like then I think it's like it just gives like a visual representation. Sometimes it might be hard to like, and actually, I guess you were classically trained, so I'm sure it comes to ear pretty easily. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I guess just it is what it is. It is what it is.
Kind
But
of. I mean, like, yeah.
yeah,
You still have to like make everything. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah.
every song is a new process. But I mean,
So
I'm not gonna deny it still does help getting that training and all of that.
definitely, definitely. So speaking about processes, like how is your like singer songwriter like your songwriting process? How does that go?
Um, so usually the way that it goes is I guess this is one advantage of being a super emotional person, but I'm a pretty emotional person, so like the very small things I can like draw the most out of. So it's usually when like it'll be like the end of like hanging out with it. It's like it's very spontaneous, right? Like I'll just have like a wave of like a certain feeling, or like I'll be like, oh, like I'll think about like the most random stuff, like, and then think about the emotions that that specific scenario provoked, and then I kind of end up playing it like using that emotion and playing like a chord progression, figuring out a chord progression to match that. Because like again, there are two components, right? There's your music and then there are your lyrics, right? If I ever come up with like cool poetic lyrics or words that stick, I'll always write them down. I have like a list of stuff like in my notes of like cool lyrics that I want to add. But like that specific emotion, I'll usually channel it into like playing on the piano or trying to figure it out on the guitar, but I'm not very good at it. But like I'll come up with like a progression, and that progression will fit that emotion that I was feeling before, and then you kind of add words to it. It's kind of just reliving that moment that really stuck with me to create like a lasting memory of it, if that makes sense.
Ooh, that's actually really cool. You should call like an
Yeah.
album that like lasting memories or some
Yeah,
shit like that.
that'd be cool.
That's a tight ass name. That's really cool. And I think I feel that too. Like at 3 a.m., bro. I think of, like the best hooks. I swear.
Best time
Yeah,
ever.
no, and it's. I wish I didn't have to stay up that long to think of the good hooks, but it's worth it though, cause I don't know. I think there's always like a payoff with music, cause it's like I don't know. Just like I love the process of it. It's just like
Like
seeing it come from like just like a chord progression to like a full like a structured song. It's just cool as
yeah,
hell.
definitely.
That shit is yeah. I don't know. Did you did you ever have like a phase where you just like would use like YouTube beats before you had like help with production and stuff?
So I was always scared of like copyright and stuff, so I never ended up using YouTube beats, right? So I would like take like the MIDI keyboard and press like two things, and that's why like you in like my earlier songs you don't even hear a beat, or like I use the loops from like GarageBand or something, like because like I was way too scared to use the YouTube ones. But yeah, I never used them, but my beats and like a lot of like, which is again the thing that really sucks about um like not knowing how to produce properly, is just figuring out how to like come up with beats and stuff yourself. um but yeah, that's definitely like one of the big things I struggle with currently. um but yeah, we've progressed from
Yes,
using
yes.
two notes.
Hey, but like I mean, um, Claro made oh shit, my bad. Claro made Pretty Girl on GarageBand, as well as Steve Lacy made like Dark Red. You know that song?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he made like, there was like some TED talk he was talking about it, but he made that whole thing in GarageBand. I was like, yo, I
Dang.
so it's like I don't know. I think you'd be surprised. I guess what you can do. It like I guess there's no excuses. That's basically what I got from that. But yeah. And I was thinking like, where do you think you want to like bring your music to? What are some of the goals I guess you have with?
um I guess so. After Lavender Kisses, that was kind of like my peak because so many people were listening to my music. Um, so like I kind of went through a period where I was like so focused on numbers. And I feel like every single artist goes through that. You kind of like get a taste of it, and then like you're not happy with whatever is below that. You know what I mean? Like it's such a
True.
frustrating feeling because when you start out, it's all just for fun. And then slowly as you start getting attention for it, it just like you get so um like engulfed by the numbers. And so I kind of went through that period and I was just really frustrated. So and I kept making these goals like, oh, I want to get to this many listeners, I want to get to this many followers. Um so and like that's just a horrible way to go about making music just because it's not as fulfilling and it's not as rewarding because you're working to get those numbers as opposed to like working to create like a music repertoire for yourself that you really appreciate. Um,
Yeah.
so I don't like if we're talking about like actual goals, I guess I don't really have them. I just have like I started doing this thing a month ago where every week I was gonna like write a verse of a song of something completely random of a moment that I've experienced in my life where like you would never think to like draw stuff out of. Like I was thinking about like you know that like super awkward moment when you like wave at someone and like the like you don't realize, no wait, when someone waves at you and then you wave back at them and you realize that they're not waving at you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I wrote a song about that, right? And it's just like forcing like um kind of like trying to draw stuff out of stuff you wouldn't normally draw stuff out of. Finding meaning out of what is supposedly meaningless. You know what I mean? Um so I guess that I just like want to get better at producing. I guess that would be a goal. And kind of just steer away from like those quantitative goals because it's very disheartening when you don't get there. Um, but yeah, I kind of just I wanted to go back to doing music for fun as opposed to looking at the numbers. So that's kind of like I'm at that recovery point right now. But yeah.
No, that's actually, I don't know. I think for some reason I haven't had a song that popped off like you, but I still get caught up in the numbers quite a bit just because I don't
Oh,
know. I
it's
think
so easy.
in like I don't know. I find that frustrating as well, but I think yeah, just it's I'm glad that you are trying to like making strives to break out of that because yeah, no, that's not fun to be like locked in
Yeah.
that mental state. Like I I remember I used to be like that heavy because I used to be kind of popping on like another TikTok. I had this
I
like
know,
very
I saw your page. You were like a big meme guy, right?
yeah, not proud of that anymore, but I don't know, but like that's kind of the reason why I wanted to make music because like I made one song, bro, and it was like I felt like this sense of pride that I've never felt with
Mhm.
anything I made before, and I was like, whoa, this is deep, like, and I need to continue. I need this feeling more because I don't know, like you were saying, I find myself to be very emotional and like I just like feed off my emotions, like depending on how I feel. And like, bro, social media is not for me. I just know that for sure.
No,
And
I
it's like,
totally understand that. It's not
especially,
for anyone, honestly.
it
Not
is
for
not
anyone that wants a good mental health.
dead
But
ass, bro.
everyone has it, and it's such a big part now, like big part of everything.
Dude, that's
So you kind
actually
of just have to like control yourself. So I kind of just I'll go on there to post stuff that I need to like I want people to know about, and I'll kind of just get off. So I don't get caught up in the numbers and worry about everything.
yes, no, that's very true. Yeah, no, 'cause that shit is not fun. That is,
Not
yeah,
at all.
yeah. And it's like then you start like once you get caught up in the numbers too much, it's like you start making content for numbers, and then it's like you start losing like the aspect that makes your content special, I guess. And that shit is frustrating. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, fuck technology, bro.
For real,
Bro,
for
you know
real.
what's scary? Have you seen those shits? The TikTok where it's like, or the TikTok like trend where it's like, uh, there's like these like AI fucking websites that like make like you just type in a text and it makes like a famous person say it and it sounds like their voice. Have you heard that shit,
Really?
bro? And like just think about it. Like one day, bro, they're just gonna be able to make like songs through AI, like technology.
That's insane. No, I've like seen videos of like like I guess this isn't like music related, but like there's like TikToks where like people like have other people's faces.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, what is it called?
That
I know what
is
you're talking about.
so creepy. Like there'll be like a guy like that looks like Charlie D'Amelio or some shit.
Oh
Like
yeah, I've seen
it's
that guy.
so
Yeah, I've seen that guy. Yeah.
yeah, it's so weird.
What
So
the
weird. And
fuck?
it's high key scary.
Dude, you
But
bury, bro. Cause like I don't know. There's like this. I don't know if you watch anime, but this is anime. It's called Carol and Tuesday. Have you heard of it?
I haven't heard about it, but
You
my
should
brother.
watch, but you should watch it. It's like a music anime actually, and it's like about this. It's like in this like dystopian future where all music is like AI created and no one is genuine anymore. But there's like these two girls that are just like they just make like live songs, and it's like they just like break the music industry because
That's so cool. Wait, what's it called?
Carol and Tuesday.
I'm gonna watch it.
Uh,
I've
uh,
I've never watched an anime, but I'll do it.
hey, yeah, or you should watch Your Lie in April. You would love that. You would love that anime. Those are really two. Those are two good.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you would mess up those. But yeah, wow, no, yeah, technology scares the hell out of me, bro. Cause oh my god, cause just imagine like one day where it's like I don't know, just like have you seen the like the Tupac hologram thing? Like it's like you don't. There was like this thing where there was like this concert or something where they had just like a
Oh
hologram of
wait, yeah,
Tupac.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it's I don't know. It's like once we get to like one day we might get to the point where it's like that holograph will look like a real person and just they're
I
walking
know.
around singing and it's like takes away the point of human creation, I guess.
I
It's like
know.
damn. I don't know. That shit scares me, but
No, it's like there 100%. There's something so much different when you see someone in person, or like even when you perform in person. And I don't think that any like while there's the technology to do it, I don't think anything could ever replace that.
truth.
Which
I
like
mean,
I hope nothing replaces it. Like it's such a like I would never want to see a virtual version of a person in concert.
yeah, no. I
So
mean, but like the thing is like one day it could be like it's like you don't even know. Like
yeah,
like it's like just it's so good that you can't even tell.
that's insane. Okay, well hopefully I'll be by then.
No, real shit.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Hopefully I'll be gone.
No, real shit. Dude, this is like my thought. Like, I swear this goes through my head like every other day. Like,
That's
damn.
insane. Oh my god, now I'm gonna think about it forever.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought
No,
that
no, it's
up.
okay, it's okay. I'll just
But
constantly think about it.
it'd be
But
like that.
hopefully we're gonna be those people that they make holograms out of. That
Hey,
would be dope.
honestly, yeah, and it's less work for me and more
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Hey, but honestly though, I do, cause one thing like my worst fear. I'm sure you don't really worry about this, but my worst fear is like going on stage and then just being off key and sounding
Oh,
garbage.
100%. I'm so scared of that.
Yeah, but no, I don't know that. I just have like crazy fears with that because I don't know. I just feel like it's such like an intimate relationship. I think live performances, and so I just don't want to embarrass myself. I want it to be like a great performance
No,
where
I
people
get
are like,
that.
"Yo, this is amazing." But
Yeah, no, I
it takes
really do get
yeah,
that.
it takes. Oh, speaking of which, have you been able to do any performances yet?
So I I realized this a while back, but like I haven't done a lot of live performances. Like none of my original music. I actually no, I did one original. But like most of the stuff that I ever did live performances with was like when I was doing Western classical. And then I got really into writing like this past year, which live performances haven't really been a thing. So I'm just as anxious as you are. Like I'm so scared because like I think about how many times it takes me to like record a phrase or like record a line of a song. And I'm like, oh, I'm not hitting that note. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. And then like it's like a long process. Like I'm the type of person that if I record something, I will end up recording it and like all in like pull an all-nighter and do it. But it's still like a lot of work, right? And it's really frustrating. Recording is so frustrating. But to think about like, oh, going live is like one shot. If you mess up, then people will remember that for the rest of their lives, like that kind of thing. So yeah. I have not gotten much live performances, but I've done like virtual concerts, which are very different.
Hmm. Yeah, no, that I think I want to do live performance so bad though. I feel like that should just be so. I feel
Yeah.
like yeah, with maybe one day we can get
Yeah.
Shotty concert or something.
Yes, for real. It was
Bro,
so
we can get
fun.
like I'll be an opener for you or some shit, bro.
No, oh my God, I'll be over for you, bro.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited. I think, and I'm just like so excited to see what the future is for like just
Yeah,
brown people specifically, bro. I just think about that like how
it's
it's like we're
so
finally
cool.
getting that mainstream. Well, I think we're on the way to get the mainstream. I don't think we have
Yeah,
it
no,
yet, but
definitely.
like
Um,
oh we
seeing
don't.
people like Ravina, right? That's her name?
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. Pop off. She's doing amazing.
She's
Her music
great.
is amazing. And TikTok and like Instagram and everything has just been such a like, especially over quarantine, it's been such a nice time to see like all brown people like supporting brown people. And seeing so many new brown artists. It's so cool. But yeah.
Fact. Uh, do you know who Curtis Waters is? He's another brown.
Yeah, oh my God. He
Yeah.
he took off.
Yeah, no, he's like low key, like he's really big actually.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and I don't know, I guess like all we really have right now is like Nav. That's all I can really think of. Like
Mm,
music, I guess. Like that is like really big.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of anybody else you can think of.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, I can't really think of anyone. I guess like the top three would be,
Hey, that'll be us though. That'll be us one day.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no,
You got it.
I'm excited. Yeah. Do you? Who are some of your like influences with music? Like some of your favorite artists?
Um, I love, I don't know if you know who she is. Her name is Umi. Um, she's like, I don't even know how to like, her music is just like so like out of this world. She's I think she's in college too, but a lot of stylistic stuff she does I love. And a lot of my stylistic choices come from her. I think her music is just beautiful. Um I also really like, I don't know if you know who Kyle Dion is. Um, very like I love his music. It's so groovy and like um so unique. And he has like this control over his voice I've never heard. And he has such a unique tone. Um, yeah. So I guess those are like my two biggest ones. And then in terms of like people I envy, um, very basic, but I very much envy Ariana Grande just because her range absolutely incredible. Her control incredible. Um, I just like I think it's unbelievable that someone can have a range that wide and be able to control their voice that much. Um, but again, like being on TikTok, so many people are so talented and like oh my God, it's insane. Like there's so many like TikTokers and stuff too that I'm like, wow, like you're amazing.
Bro, just imagine if we had like something as big as TikTok in like the 1900s, like how many people we would have like
I
seen.
know.
Cause I already know there's so many artists that were just like insanely talented, but just couldn't get
I
like
know.
just the networking. I just think about that a lot, where it's like, just like we kind of take that just the modern day for granted. That fact that it's like, and you always hear kids that are like, oh, I wish I was born in the 1900s, some shit like that.
I
Like,
know.
yeah, you wouldn't survive a minute, bro. Like it's a very
Yeah.
different time. I don't know, yeah, but I I I enjoy. I think I enjoy TikTok though. Just the fact that it can give so much. It's just how much power it has. Like
I know.
it's really cool. And yeah, like you were saying, talented. You see a whole lot of talented people, and it's exciting to see them get the platform they deserve because they've
I
been working.
know, for real.
They've been working. Um. So I think you were touching on this earlier, but why do you think you make music? What are some of the reasons that like make you feel good about it?
Yeah. Um, so yeah, I did kind of touch on this a little bit, but I started writing music more as like it's very therapeutic. Like some people have journaling, some people have like vlogs and stuff that they do. For me, I guess it's just like singing and it's always been singing. And then I was like, well, I can write stuff. So it kind of became like a joint outlet. Um, and then it's just even cooler to know that people can hear that. Because you would be surprised how many people are going through the same thing and experiencing such a specific like feeling that you think you're only experiencing by yourself. Like it could just be like a form of jealousy, a form of anxiety, anything. right? And the moment you write a song about it and allow people to listen to it, then you find people that like are on that same wavelength. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like you connect with people you never would have connected with otherwise. And it's through music. So it's like one of those things where music is a universal language where so many people you would never have thought would end up connecting because they share an experience or share a type of experience with the person that's writing the music. So it's cool to know that I'm providing that experience for people to relate to. And then for myself, it's therapeutic. So it's kind of like a win-win.
No, hey,
Yeah,
no. Yeah, no, I think that's cool. It's like almost like gravity, how people it brings people together.
that's true.
Yeah, no, that's tight though. I think because I think it definitely helps when you have like you understand your purpose when you're doing things, you know?
Mhm.
So it doesn't feel pointless. I feel like a lot of people just kind of do things to do them. And I
Mhm.
don't know, it's hard to get through the day when you're like just doing it and you have no
Yeah,
reason.
no, definitely.
But
Purpose and passion are super important.
yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad that you like, yeah, that because like I think just being self-aware is so important as an artist, especially just
Yeah.
in a person with like a platform in general. It's like you have to know what you can do to people because yeah, I don't know. I'm glad you kind of know what you're talking about though. That's good.
Yeah.
That's definitely good. Um, all right, I got some questions with your music taste. If you could listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Oh God, there's so many good ones. Um, I guess I would okay. I've always just like I've never gotten sick of this album. Um, but I don't know if you've ever heard of Emotional Oranges. Um, they're a duo. Yeah, they
Got a lot of
are
music I gotta check out from you. Damn.
so talented. They just have like the grooviest bass lines and like the coolest beats. Their album, The Juice Volume 2, so, it's so good. It's
Hey,
so good. Like
what's their name again? Orange.
Emotional Oranges.
Oh, Emotional Orange.
Yeah. And that album has like some nice chill songs, some super like funky ones, like upbeat ones. It's just like a very good variety. Um, and I could listen, I love that album. I've been listening to it since like the beginning or the end of my junior year, and I still haven't gotten sick of it. And I'm a freshman, well, soon to be sophomore in college now. So
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I listen to it. It will change your life.
Okay, will do. Will do. Um, so talking about college, how's college going? How is it like
College is
balancing, I
good.
guess, music and
Balancing.
yeah.
Oh yeah. It's definitely hard at first. Being one of those freshmen that didn't actually get to go to college. Um, it was like I guess like for everyone, this year of school was kind of just like there was no difference between home and work. So it kind of just became super draining. Because like I was studying over there and then I came over here to chill and there's like no in between. So it was like, okay, well, what's really the difference? And like even like with like the start of summer, like I finished school a couple weeks ago, like I still like I'm not sure like, oh, am I still in, like I have to take a minute to like think about it because nothing has really changed. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so like it was a very bad environment mentally to write music and like really think about emotions because there was nothing to really think about because nothing was really happening. So initially it wasn't a huge distraction, but then it kind of became a distraction because of that whole like mile high thing I was writing because of the lavender kisses stuff. I was like forcing myself to make music. So then it became really distracting because I was like spending hours on writing stuff and wasn't getting anywhere because I wasn't doing it the way that I usually did, and I wasn't kind of letting it flow naturally. I was kind of trying to produce something that people would like, which
Mhm.
is the worst thing you can possibly do as like a self-sustaining artist. Um, so yeah, I guess that was when it got super distracting because I was like, well, I really want to do music, but I really want to become a doctor. Like it's a very hard thing to balance. But then when you realize like it kind of just took that realization for me that I'm doing music because I love to do it, not because of the numbers, to gain that sense of balance between music and school.
Mm.
So it was challenging at first, especially with the workload I had. I just like wasn't used to doing everything virtually because I'm usually a very hands-on person. I like talking to my professors, like talking to and doing everything like in person, and that wasn't really possible. Um, but eventually everything kind of just balanced out.
Yeah, no, that seems like a lot. Yeah, bio. You said you're biomed.
Biomedical engineering.
Wow, that shit sounds
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
You a smart one, huh? No, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like I 100% agree with that. And maybe some advice is like if you're gonna do homework, maybe do it in like a different room or like try to
Yeah.
like associate, have a different associate. Cause I definitely feel that. Cause yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the stew is right here, but then I also do
I
homework right here.
know.
It's really hard
Exactly.
to just turn that off. I get that 100%.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just I would say just like try to maybe just even like if you got like LEDs or something, maybe just change the LED
Yeah.
coding.
Yeah,
Try to
that's
change
what I
the
tried doing. Like I got super bored in my room, so like anytime I got bored, like I added something to this wall or like I added something to a random wall just to, like spice it up.
Yeah, no, hey, that yeah, the paintings and stuff are really cool. Did you make
Oh,
those?
thanks. Yeah,
That shit, they're
I
tight.
did.
That shit is cool.
Thanks. I like I'm honestly not that good, but then like you just like when you don't think about it, it kind of turns out okay. So yeah.
Yeah, I know that's I mean that's with every art, I think.
Yeah.
Just don't think about it. Just let it come naturally.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think the most underrated album of all time is?
The Juice Volume 2.
Okay, yes, sir. I'm gonna listen to that shit though. I'm
Yeah,
interested.
no, it's really good. And it angers me how underrated Emotional Oranges is. They're so good. But yeah.
Yes, sir.
There's definitely
Um,
a bunch of others, but if I had to pick
hmm.
one.
um, I wanted to talk about your artist name. Just using like what do you think about just using your like your full name? Just like
So I was very like um on the fence about using my full name. Um just because it's a very long name. Um but I kind of I I made it like a kind of like a pact with myself or whatever, I guess. I when you know how it's like frustrating as like a brown person when someone like says your name, like they have such a hard time pronouncing it or have it like such a hard time, like, and then most of the time they'll either dodge it or like they'll be like, oh, like I can't pronounce that, right?
yeah.
So let's say I do pop off, right? People are forced are like will pronounce my entire name. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
It's
I
kind of
feel you.
like I'm avenging myself. And it's like if people really appreciate me, they can take the time to like know my full name. You know what I mean? And then having my last name kind of just adds the representation. Like I'm not just any SHRAVYA, I'm SHRAVYA kamaraju. So
Mm.
even though it's a long name, if people really like my music, they'll take the time to learn it. So that was kind of where that came from.
No, I like that. Actually, I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's no, yeah, and damn, now it makes me feel bad for using Shoddy the Beam.
No, no,
I'm
no,
just
no.
kidding. I'm
It's
just kidding.
it.
No,
Don't
yeah.
give it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it's unique to everybody. Like, yeah,
yeah,
everyone has
yeah,
different situations. But yeah, I think that's dope. That's a great reason. I think,
yeah,
yeah, definitely trying to push that brown culture on people so they know.
yeah.
Yeah, that,
This is kind of like out of the. Asking the question now, but what was Shoddy the Beam? Where did that come from?
wow, this is the second time someone's asked me a question so far. I don't know why I say every time that somebody asks me a question, but well, Shoddy, it's kind like well, Shoddy was like one of the nicknames my like homies gave me in high school, and so I was like, oh, I like Shoddy. And then there's like so initially I was trying to make a YouTube channel, and it was gonna be like a basketball YouTube channel, and uh, and there's this YouTuber called Jester the Laser, and so like the laser, the beam, like is a laser beam.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
So
okay.
like I was like, and it was like a joke with one of my friends at first, and we were like, oh, that'd be funny to do that. And then I had to pick the name because I was like, I need to make this YouTube channel. I haven't made it yet. And then I
Yeah.
was like, that's all I got. So I just wrote it. Yeah.
It's
But
catchy though. It sounds cool as hell.
yeah. Oh, I mean, thank you. But I just like Shoddy a lot because I think it's funny to use it in rap because it's like, you know how like some dudes refer to the females as like shouty,
Yeah, yeah,
like.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like I like to play on shoddy like that. I don't know why, but
Mm.
I
No,
think
no, that's cool. I love that.
yeah, I don't know. I mess with that, but I feel like it's really easy to meme on, but I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. Cause if you're not a meme, then you can't be popular, bro. Impossible.
Hey,
No.
teach your own, I guess.
Yes.
I, yeah, I mean, eventually I'm gonna like I'm so scared that like I'm gonna like do something stupid and like or like post something on TikTok or like post some stupid picture and then I'm gonna get like become a meme. Like I'm so scared. But you know it's fun, it's fun.
No, you'll be fine. Just I mean, hey, if they make a meme, they make a meme, bro. It's not even
Yeah.
up to you, I guess, at this
Then
point.
people will be like, oh, who is she? And then they'll listen to my music. So
Exactly. I don't know.
oh
Yeah, no, that's yeah. Um, so I think yeah, like Lavender Kiss is like more like an R&B type song, right? Would you say
yeah,
that?
yeah.
Like, where do you think you wanna bring your sound? Do you think you have a sound, or is that something you're trying to
I don't
develop
really
still?
know. Um, I definitely a lot of my songs have a very like ballad-esque kind of style. Um, but recently I've been trying to branch out of that just because um again like my whole thing like the whole reason I want to write music is because I'm like um producing different emotions and producing different sounds. So I don't really want to stick to a style. I feel like eventually it'll just like show even if I'm doing different kinds of songs. Something will pop out like, oh, I'm this or that. But I don't know. I feel like right now I don't really have a style. Um, some of the stuff I have like kind of leans more towards R&B, and then other stuff leads like is more towards like bedroom pop, and then other stuff is like kind of indie, and so like I don't really know, but it's kind of just whatever I feel. I end up writing a song like that, and then yeah,
Yeah, I think. Hey, have you heard like Olivia Rodrigo?
yeah,
Like that shit was actually tight. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
Like,
know it was so good.
yeah, no, and I think I don't know. I think I could like having that like angsty rock kind of thing. I feel like that
Yeah.
might be the wave, bro. I feel like that would be kind of cool if you got that style with you. That'd
Yeah,
be
no, I think that'd be so cool. And like also the emotion that she brings out in her voice,
dead ass.
insane.
I
Especially
w-
because like, oh no, go ahead.
well, I was gonna say I just want to get that good so I can just put emotion in my music like that. I feel like
Mm.
it's like I have to like I'm still like learning to control my voice, so it's like it doesn't sound good if I try to hit like a weird register, I guess.
No,
So
I get what you mean. Like you have your like comfort register.
yeah, but I'm just like yeah, like Bruno. I think Bruno's a big inspiration for me. Just the way
Mm.
that man can make me feel. I don't know. It's
No, for real.
oh my
He's insane. You should also other Bruno Major. Really
Bruno
good
Major.
ballads.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that sounds crazy. Hey, I got yeah. I actually this is like one of the cooler things about this podcast. I've gotten a lot. I've been put on a lot of music.
Okay, good. Also send them to me. I wanna get them new music too.
Okay, but wait, what did you say? Bruno Major?
Yeah. He does like a lot of like acoustic stuff, ballads. It's super chill, but it's really nice.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I kind of like. I wish like something. I wish I was just a female because of the vocal tone. I
Hmm.
just love
No,
like
I think guys have a special tone though, just because like you can reach so many lower notes, and I think just like again like females can like reach the higher registers, and like I think that like guys can have such a rich tone in their voice, just because of how deep you guys can go. But
yeah. That's Giveon right there. That's a great.
for real, oh my
That
god,
man is that man is different too.
I know,
Some
it's insane.
people just yeah. Some of these dudes are just not human. I swear.
I know. Some of these girls aren't human either.
Yeah,
So
just everybody's not human, bro.
yeah, yeah.
Just a I don't know. And I'm sure I think we all get insecure when we see people like that, but I don't know.
Mhm.
I think they can't do what you do because
Exactly.
it's so specific to you, I think,
Yeah.
and like to your I guess to the heart. Like
Mhm.
so I have a question. Do you think you could like if like do you can you listen to your own music?
No, I can't. I'm like, okay. See, one thing is I've definitely grown to appreciate it. Um, like I can't listen to my first songs. I will never put that shit on. Never. Um, But like as I've like worked with different people and like gotten somewhat better at producing, like I'm okay with listening to my stuff. And like the more recent stuff that I've released, I'm proud of it and I can listen to it and I can appreciate it. Um the one thing that like makes me sad is that Lavender Kisses, I can hear so many, like that's the one that popped out, which like I'm super appreciative of, but like I can hear so many of the mistakes I made. And it's like the worst thing ever because then I always get like so frustrated because I'm like, well, why did that one have to do so well and not the ones that I actually think sound good? And then it's whatever. But
Damn.
yeah, it kind of depends. Can you listen to your own music?
Yeah, I agree. Like the older shit, no, I can't listen to. Like my older shit is not it. But I do feel. I don't know. I think my first song will always be like that. Will always have like a special place in my heart because that's
No,
what.
I get that. Definitely.
Yeah, but I do I do definitely understand. It's tough. I think it's tough. I think alone is fine, but when I'm with other people, I just cringe so badly. It's like
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
that's so
I will never listen to my music with other people. Never ever.
bro. But you know like when other people like put it on, it's like you don't have to.
I know, I know. It puts you in such an uncomfortable
I
position because you're like,
know.
what are you supposed to do? Like,
I know.
I just like stare at a wall. Like, I don't even know what to do. Like, they'll be like, oh, it's so good, and I'll be like, okay, like I don't know what to do.
You don't have to lie. Like, do your parents know about like music and do they know about your music?
Yeah, they're super supportive, which is really nice. They like they kind of like they'll make sure that like okay you need to do your work or like okay like oh when are you gonna release a song like they're very like they know how to manage both sides of it, which is really good. So they kind of help me stay in check. So like I know okay I'm spending way too much time on music or I'm spending way too much time just like grinding and not taking time for myself and you know which is really good. Like I need someone like that because it's helped me learn how to balance it better. What about your parents?
My parents, I don't know. I think my parents are like big on numbers, low key. They're like, oh, like you can do this, whatever, but like I'll take you seriously when you can get a check. I was like, okay, all right.
No,
Oh,
I get that. Yeah, I
yeah. So
totally
it's
get that.
in, cause like I'm pretty serious, but I'm like, yeah, I would like drop everything for this. Like I'm very serious about it. And then they're just
Mhm.
like, that's crazy, but you need to keep doing what you're doing, like college
Mhm.
and all that. Like because I mean, and I get it in college, like I think music, like one thing that if you're really trying to make this your career type shit, like it takes quite a bit of time. Like it's not
It
like
definitely
this is
does.
no overnight success type thing. It's not like that
Yeah.
unless you're
I-
lucky.
Yeah.
But
I know. But again, it's just a matter of like managing everything. I feel like I'm willing to sacrifice a couple hours of sleep. That's not a problem. So
so do you think? Well, so say okay.
wait, you
I
kind of
know.
cut out a little bit.
Oh wait, hello, hello.
Yeah, you're good, you're good.
Okay, okay. Cause I know obviously you're getting that degree, which is great, but
Mhm.
a like say like are you very confident in your music like that's gonna be something you do the rest of your life? Actually,
I
I don't know, with you, I can tell that you just do music purely for fun though. It's like not even for the money or anything. So it's like it doesn't matter about that like
yeah.
whatever you do.
So like
Yeah.
for me, regardless of like what happens, right? Like no matter what, I'm going to be a doctor, and no matter what, I'm gonna keep doing my music, whether it pops off or not. I don't know. So I'm gonna be a doctor with a couple songs on Spotify, or I'm going to be a doctor that goes to performances every weekend, like performs at different places, which would be even like cooler.
That's
But
tight as hell,
no,
actually. Yeah, that's sick.
I'm kind of just doing both. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
No, yeah, no, that's
But
I
do
don't
you
know. Huh?
no, I totally get where you're coming from. Do you have like an alternative path that you're doing like for
Yeah,
school?
I'm doing doing like a cybersecurity degree right now,
Oh, cool.
and I don't know, it's cool, like it's whatever, but it's not really what I wanna
No,
do.
I get that.
But and I don't know, and I think about it more low key from like the perspective of like society. It's like, oh, you're a brown man going to college. Cybersecurity makes sense. Like that's expected of you. So then it's like, ooh, I don't want to do what you.
Exactly.
I don't want to do what.
No.
I don't know. Maybe that's like the angst and the just.
No,
Kinda,
I get it. I get it. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I guess like I sometimes like there was a point where I was like, okay, do I even want? Well, okay, I guess it's different for me because like even though being a doctor is a stereotypical brown thing, I want to be a doctor. So I guess it works out. But yeah, I know what you mean in terms of like you don't want to just like be like every other brown guy.
Yeah, definitely don't. That's not me. Cause that should just it just irks me like that like idea that I'm just gonna be like everybody else, and I
No.
think that's I think like I call it like suburban syndrome. I think that's something just
That's good.
it's just like everybody is so normal when it comes to like suburban lifestyle. So it's like you try very hard to stand out. I'm gonna make a song about that. I really wanted to.
That would be a cool song.
Yeah, I wanted to make like a rock like kind of like Good For You. Well, you know the.
Oh yeah.
Like I
That
actually
would
like
be
that style a lot.
dope.
But something about like getting out the suburbs. I don't know.
Yeah. And you should call it suburban syndrome. That would be so cool.
Yeah, that should be tight. I definitely want to do something like that. Hey,
That's
maybe
so,
maybe
yeah,
you can get on it too. Maybe.
yes, for real. I would love to.
Yeah. Actually, after this, I got some beats I gotta show you. I wanna.
Oh yeah.
I wanna see more albums and stuff. But, anyways, I got like 2 more things for you, and then we can end the podcast. So you know, in this fairly saturated musical scape currently, what do you think makes yourself unique? What do you think stands out about SHRAVYA?
I know this is like, I guess, super. I don't know if it's cliche, but I guess like they're my words. I guess that's what makes me unique. Even though there's stuff that other people have experienced, no one has experienced it the way I've experienced it. You know, and I think I do take pride in my lyricism. I think that's a very big part of my music, and I think that's what makes me unique in a sense. First, that it's my own experiences. It's coming from me, not from like some random person, and just like I feel like a lot of people focus more on like the music, and I mean everyone has their like style, right? Like some people are more music people and some people are more like lyrical. I'm more lyrical, so I guess that's what makes me unique. Nothing about my sound particularly. I usually try just like it's like the way that I make my music, or like the way that I try to make my music if I was better producing. It's like kind of like a soundtrack for a movie that you're making in your own head. So just like how powerful like a movie soundtrack is in a movie, except the visuals are provided for you. Like my music, I like try to set it up in a way that like I'm giving you the soundtrack so you can produce the movie in your head. If that makes sense.
That's tight. I like that. And anything you want to promote to the people before we end it?
I guess follow my Spotify. SHRAVYA kamaraju.
Yeah, do it.
Very long name. TikTok, SHRAVYA kamaraju. Everything is SHRAVYA kamaraju, but I have Spotify, Instagram, TikTok. Those are my big things.
It'll be in the description. Thank you, SHRAVYA. This is a nice conversation.
Thank you.
This
is awesome.
Yeah, everyone go check her out. Very talented artist. And bye-bye.